With a strong and sturdy build, an 11-inch 2K display, a 20,080 mAh battery, an ultra-bright LED light for camping, and even a flexible aluminium stand and a hand strap, the HOTWAV Tab R9 Plus is an incredibly versatile rugged tablet that doesn't break the bank, so hit subscribe now and we'll check out what this thing can do. So full disclosure, before we get started, the video is sponsored by HOTWAV and they've sent me the tablet to showcase to you guys. So here we have the HOTWAV Tab R9 Plus, and from the minute you pick this up, you can feel how strong and sturdy it is. I haven't carried out any drop testing on it, but it's mil standard 810H and it's drop proof up to 1.2 meters, so you know it's going to survive its fair share of drops and falls. With HOTWAV's testing, it survived over 300 tumble tests, over 5,000 mini drop tests, and over 200 multi-angle drop tests as well. And it does feel well built, strong and sturdy, and it's got a nice weight to it, coming in at 1,066 grams. And it's also IP68 and IP69K water and dust resistant, so you're free to use it in any weather condition. Now on the front, we've got an 11-inch 60Hz display with a Full HD Plus resolution of 1200 by 1920 and a brightness of 450 nits. It's protected by Corning's Gorilla Glass 3, and you can see it's a nice vibrant display that's responsive and works really well. We've even got a glove mode for those of you working outside in the cold. Now up in the top bezel, we've got a 16 megapixel selfie camera, and then over on the rear it's a 64 megapixel wide angle, and the second camera here is actually a real lens, but it is a decorative camera and it doesn't actually do anything. Now you'll also notice on the rear we've got this yellow part at the bottom, and it's actually a super bright camping LED, and there's an app pre-installed to the phone that lets you select between full, half, quarter light, and then we've also got an SOS option as well. But as you can see, this is an incredibly bright light and much more useful than a standard camera flash. Now you'll also notice screws on the back, and this is for those of you that want to use the included hand strap. In the box we've got a screwdriver and two brackets that can be attached, and this just makes it much easier to hold one-handed if you're on the job and you need your other hand. Now we've also got the aluminium stand which just attaches to the rear as well, and you can either use it to prop up the R9 Plus for working or watching media, or you can even use it as a carry handle. Now the Tab R9 Plus is equipped with the Unisoc T7280, which is an octa-core CPU, and they've paired this with 8GB of RAM and 512GB of internal storage. But the great thing is, for those of you that do need more RAM, you can extend that with virtual memory in the settings, and it lets you add up to an additional 16GB. We've also got microSD card support in here as well, and it supports up to 2 terabytes. In terms of performance, it handles everything well for a rugged tablet, and I've even tested it out with some games like Call of Duty and Asphalt, and while it won't play the latest games in the highest detail and the highest refresh rates like the flagship chipsets, it can still play the game smoothly, allowing you to have some fun as well. For those of you concerned with the synthetic benchmarks, I ran it through Geekbench 6 where it scores 520 for single core and then 1597 for multi-core, and then over on 3D Mark's wildlife benchmark it scores 558 with an average FPS of 3. Now when it comes to cameras, here are some of the photos taken with the camera to show you what quality you're going to get from the Tab R9 Plus. We've also got plenty of options for photos, including a panorama, a pro mode, and a 64 megapixel mode. And then here are some samples from the 16 megapixel selfie camera. When it comes to the video, we can shoot 1080p from the rear camera at 30 frames a second. Then for the selfie camera, it's 720p at 30 frames per second. So we'll just take a look at the video samples now. And this is the video from the rear facing camera. Just do a slow pan. Quick pan back, and again there's quite a bit of wind, traffic going by, so it'd be interesting to see how the microphone's going to be dealing with that. But this is the video you'll get from the rear facing camera. This is the video from the front facing camera. Just do a little bit of a pan round. We've also got a lot of wind coming out here, and you see some traffic going by with some big trucks, so it'll be interesting to see how the microphone deals with that. But this is the video from the front camera. On the software side, it's running Android 14, so of course most of you would have already seen this, but it runs it nice and smoothly, and it's also not loaded with loads of bloatware, and I've moved away any apps that I've installed on there, so these are the ones that come preloaded. Now, we do have some useful work tool apps pre-installed, like the camping light, we've got a launcher, a tool bag, and more. And the launcher is just a simplified version with big buttons that allow you to easily access the important stuff while you're on the job. And then the toolbox has things like height measure, bubble level, plumb bob, and a picture hanger. We also have Google Gemini on the tablet as well, which can do a lot more advanced tasks than a normal assistant, including more complicated questions or queries. It can do photo analysis, image generation, and integration with other apps like Maps and YouTube. And then we've also got Gemini Live, where you can have a fluid conversation for help. Hi Gemini, could you help me make a website?
Sure, I can help with that. What kind of website are you looking to build?
Maybe a sales website to sell some products.
Great! A sales website is a fun project. To get started, what kind of products are you planning to sell?
Probably mobile phone peripherals.
Okay, mobile phone peripherals. That's a great niche. Things like cases, chargers, headphones.
Can you generate me an image of a dog jumping over a bush?
Sure. Here's an image of a dog jumping over a bush.
Now, powering the device is a whopping 20,080 mAh battery with 20 watt fast charging. And while doing this review, I forgot to turn the tablet off while I'm not using it, and it really hasn't mattered, as I've had this tablet on for a couple of weeks now and it still hasn't run out of battery, and it can actually last 120 days on standby. It's of course powered by USB Type-C, and it comes with Bluetooth 5, and we've also got dual band Wi-Fi. Now, having a large 11-inch display also makes it great for browsing the web, doing emails, and even going through socials, as well as enjoying media like movies, TV shows, or some YouTube. We've got dual rear-firing speakers that sound great when placed onto a table to give the sound something to bounce off, so we'll just take a listen to the audio samples now.
She's from a place of abundance. This is our destiny. Right, I get it, you don't like my movies. I've never seen your movies, but the universe keeps telling me I look cool with a gun in my hand.
Now, when it comes to the packaging, if we open it up, you can see we first get the Tab R9 Plus with the plastic film on the display. It also comes with a pre-installed screen protector, but I took that off because I'm just not a fan of screen protectors. Then underneath the tablet, we've got the screwdriver to install the handle or the aluminium stand. We've then got the aluminium stand, the power plug, the brackets to attach the strap. We've then got the hand strap, a USB converter, a SIM tool and screws, a USB-C cable, and then finally we've got some wipes and the manual. But overall, the HOTWAV Tab R9 Plus is a great rugged tablet that doesn't break the bank, as it comes in at just £272, and it really is strong and durable to survive all of those drops and falls in the workplace. Now, of course, I've placed a link down in the description below, so you can go ahead and grab yours now. And hopefully I've covered everything in today's video, but if there's anything I've missed or you've got any questions at all, then just ask them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech.